Okay, good afternoon YouTube and Twitch. This is Harmony Muse with Final Fantasy XIV. I apologize for the lateness of the stream start, but I've not been well the last few days and I slept over long. And we are having a storm outside, so if I drop off, it's because we lost power or internet. Anyway, let's get to it. Last thing we did before I dropped off last night was we killed Bismarck, the giant whale. So yes, you can say we sunk the Bismarck. Johnny Horton, eat your heart out. Forgive me, Wilhelmina. Had I known what was happening, mayhap I could have done something to stop them. Alas, Wedge and I were still sealed within the engine room and heard nothing but of the struggle until it was over. And now, for all our efforts, the Archbishop holds the very thing we sought to keep from him. But all is not lost, for we yet live and we know their destination. Let us give chase and bring an end to their machinations. Alphino seems determined to put all the thoughts of failure aside, turn his mind to the struggle ahead. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal, and prevented the Vanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. The Zindu at least shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go inform Chief Sonu of our victory. Sid and the others will need a moment to tend the Enterprise besides.
Wait, something is amiss.
Something ain't right? Am I gonna have to wreck a whole shitload of Garleans? I'm gonna have to wreck a whole shitload of Garleans.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Let me go in. I can wreck them all my damn self.
Reveal yourselves at once!
I've killed more than that by myself before.
And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
The Emperor? What the f... Okay. In Garlean ranking, Zos is Emperor. The fuck is the Emperor doing here?
Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? She who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azys as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
Remember, you're speaking to the leader of a country who's successfully taken over half of the known world.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world.
Needs the many. He's an asshole, but he has a point.
'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
What the hell was that?
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
What the shit? Lucia!
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
What the hell are the Garleans doing out of nowhere? And what the hell is their Emperor doing with them? And oh my god. That's a ship just the size of the Agrius.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
What the hell? We need another Midgard Zorma to wreck that sumbitch.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azys. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
What the hell? Before we go any further, we're going to go finish off that quest that I've tried to finish off twice and got interrupted by story yesterday. But holy shit! What is the Emperor of Garlemald doing in Eorzea? Especially in a place that's in the middle of goddamn nowhere like this. $10 minutes for leveling trial? I better hurry then. Shit. A, what the hell is Lucia doing there? B, what the hell is she doing with friggin' Magitech? None of that made any sense. Unless we find out that the nation that Lucia is from is Garlemald, which would make sense given her Romanesque name. We're not even going to read through this because we've been through it 3 times before. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. My brother Chode Blam. Excuse me, a moment of your time. I recently received a specialist request for assistance with zoological research, but I'm at a loss as to how to fulfill it. Are you familiar with Gallicats? They bear a striking resemblance to kittens, but with wings. An acquaintance of mine is writing an article on their physiology and requires a sample of their wings for their work. Their sweet appearance belies a rather nasty temperament, and if it were simply a matter of slaying them, I would handle it myself. But this requires a delicate touch, a certain finesse is beyond the capabilities of men and myself. but because they are so fragile, you may not obtain a sample, etc. I realize we're at personal request. Okay. Go kill Gala. Go kill Gala cats until I have an unbroken wing. Is that anything like an unfrozen caveman lawyer? Meditate. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. There's our undamaged Gala cat wing. Let's get it back down to her and we can fly every damn where. How fares your search? I realize obtaining an undamaged Gala cat wing is no easy feat. My, what an extraordinary find. I am pleased to see your persistence has paid off. With this, she can resume work on her Cloudkin. Ah, how forgetful of me not to mention it sooner. The sample is meant for Atayun, the renowned naturalist. She is hard at work on a new article for the New Eorzean Geographic, and requested a sample be delivered with the utmost haste. You can be sure it will be, she will hear it was the incomparable Wilhelmina Baldwin who made it possible for her latest work on Cloudkin. To quote the gnomish flying machine from Warcraft 2, I've got a flying machine. Now we're just putting pins in all the spots on the map. While waiting for a cue to pop that I didn't expect to... Okay. I'm not sure I'm happy that the Garleans are around in all of this. But look how much upward verticality there was compared to stuff way the hell down there. World looks a hell of a lot different from up in the air. I'll say that for damn surety. That's probably Azys Law in there. Or some other dungeon that's story related. Still, it's quite beautiful up here. We're not going to mess with any of it, though. Mock Oogle Island. Oh, fake Moogle Island. With no Moogles. Because that makes sense. Somehow. And we almost have this place fully mapped. Let's get the rest of it done. Now, somebody with my horrifyingly bad fear of heights, I will admit this is about as frightening to me as playing Dark Souls. Well, a Dark Souls for the very first time, that is. But I am a self-avowed chicken shit. Now aimed back here. Now let's get back to why we were here in the first damn place. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald. Varus saw Scalvus in the flesh. I assumed the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the centurion spoke. Ah, forgive me. This is neither the time or the place for such idle speculation. Pray, return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sonu of all that has occurred, but once I have, we'll rejoin you at the airship. Ah, the armor? I had it sent here as a precautionary measure. We've only ever seen one suit of Magitech armor that was white like that. And it belonged to Livia Sasjunius, that legatus who smacked the Tribunus, who smacked the dog shit out of Menphilia, tortured her outright, and B, left Neuratia to die a slow, painful death. So yeah, we're not cool with that. Thank the 12 you're alive. When that battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alphino. What in the seven hells happened out there? First the Archbishop shows up with his Asian in tow, and now the goddamned Emperor pays a visit? What is this, a procession of noble bastards? Who's next, the Keeper of the Seventh Bloody Gate? No one so notable, Master Garland. I am happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sonu sends his warmest regards. There is much talk of westerly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm from the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares, and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire, for the present at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, Zundu would have already been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Azys Law. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we? I still want to know how you had magic tech armor, lady. Come on, tank, hit your button. We're not going to read that until we're done with our dungeon. And we're praying it's a good one. Ifrit, seriously? I got pulled away for 5 minutes of helping somebody with Ifrit. Okay. Go in there and do your thing, tanky fella. Wow, only having level 20 stat. Okay. How about you do your damn job? Okay. You need to be solidifying aggro on Ifrit. I should not be able to pull aggro from you to begin with. Am I at least going to get tank props for this? Since I spent half this dungeon tanking there. Gonna definitely bless the healer there. Now let's go back to this. Oh, our power's dimming. Not good. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azys' law lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch him, you'll see.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again, least of all under these circumstances.
Huh. No shit, you are a Garlean.
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Junius, you are Livia's relation.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sas Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Oh.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich.
Oh. So you're You had a high heel face
It was
turn.
his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons.
Ah.
He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it.
Indeed.
In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
Oh.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Wise.
My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
So you were Livia's sister. No kidding.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azys should be.
Hold on, everyone!
That was cool. So far, this has been interesting.
Look! I think that's it! Chief, is that Allegan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
Okay. This is definitely...
What was that?
I'm looking forward to going through that
Some sort of
dungeon.
barrier.
Oh dear, a barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the artillery propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allegans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Because that's their shtick, man. Once we barely finished repairing the damage incurred from our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. We can only presume the Soleil passed the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. Engineering Enterprise. Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Ah, never change, Alfie. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azys Law. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the site. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander that we might discuss best how to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive and he shall show you in. Ah, you've returned. Sir Emmerich and the others await you within. More cutscene time.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegons. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate.
Indeed.
As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
You could try the corrupted crystal thing
in the past,
again.
We've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
How? We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Oh?
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
What, we're gonna find one of the...
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our
Fortes
missing friend,
Fortuna
I'll work on
Aduviat.
modifying the
Fortune
Enterprise.
favors the bold.
The hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
So what you're telling me is that one of the Scions might still be alive. Well, we'll go speak to her and the Forgotten Knight. I keep wanting to say it Knigget to reference Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Welcome back! How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? So you finally arrived at Azys Law, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier? Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, we'll get to Azys Law yet. Well, tell us what you found, little lady. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarupin to have the tunnels searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Menphilia, Thancred, and Y'shtola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of the Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not know what it might be, but we shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urian J know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Urian J, I still don't trust you, man. I don't have in-character proof that you're working with the Asyans, but I did see it in that 2.55 cutscene. That's not the way I came in. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Taropin. You saved her grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive my impatience, but your missive mentioned a discovery? Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the mining concern's cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there's this. Y'shtola's wand! I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth upon the wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances. The ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the life stream, flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form and its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the life stream and write its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest that she managed to escape. Were it so simple. Know that the scholars of Sharlayan forbade the use of the spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage that came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift on the life stream, never to emerge. What? No, you can't mean... Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage had left traces in the life stream. Could we but follow these from a point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Silda excavation site, then. Thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. Oh, okay, so that's where I would do that quest. Things are getting interesting. Y'shtola might still be alive. What about Thancred and Minfilia? What about Papalimo and Ida? Evidence of Ashtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but may have some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. Looking up at the cliff face. What'd you find, trader man? The trail leadeth to the north and east, under the bosom of the Twelves Wood. Are you certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, never to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Urian J, pray report all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Wilhelmina, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. Well, to Gridania then. Getting real interesting here. Even if it's mostly story. We might get the cat lady back. It is said that the elementals perceive the life stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its midst, then we may be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must go through their chosen, the Pagel. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak to Kani Senna without delay. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the conjurer yonder to be admitted. This again? The Elder Seedseer awaits. Pray follow me. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. I see. As you say, we must act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. As you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However,
in requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Good question.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Y'shtola has a sister. Didn't know that. If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister is named Dimitra. She's supposed to be a member of the Sons of St. Koinash. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apkalu Falls from what I recall. Let's look there. All those fireworks are making my ears hurt almost. Good lord. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Amitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Levayer, and this is Taru. So you are my sister's comrades in the signs of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola, but mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things, that she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. Thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we are born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Let us make for Evershade at once.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
I want to see what voice actress they give Y'shtola this time.
There. Now!
Y'shtola is alive, but I think she's naked. Yep, she was buck, all right.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
Well, it makes sense that clothes wouldn't go along with your soul. And they were tasteful about it, at least.
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
Indeed. Oh, Ishtola. Just seeing her face again, I've been so worried. Tataru needs to fetch a few items for a crafting endeavor. Ishtola is resting in an inn room. Though she is still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurers say she is in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't it wonderful? Now, while we wait for Ishtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now. I just hope that one day she'd return to us. It just wants for a couple more items before it's ready. I've already replaced orders for these items. Can I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is at the Leathers Workers Guild and the other is at the Conjurers Guild. Pray speak with Mistress Geva and Brother Isumiyan and they should take care of you. It's already just barely an hour. No kidding. What is it? I'm a busy woman, so be quick about it. If you wish to place an order, speak to Randall. Him? Here to retrieve an order for Mistress Tataru, you say? You come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chimerical hide anyway? You either need balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seemed to me she had neither. What'd she commission from the Conjurers, I wonder? Magic stick, maybe? And that music has me in the mood for some Mario Kart of all things. Ah, you are come to Stillglade Fane, the home of the Conjurers Guild. How may I assist you? Ah, Mistress Tataru's orders. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. Okay. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope? A stick and some other... Ooh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Geva is a master among masters. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see what Y'shtola thinks of these. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well. And the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we? Whoa!
Y'shtola! I'm so glad you're back!
She's a Hyuga now. Does that mean she can do the gentle fist?
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
Huh.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
Yep.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream.
Not as planned, not as planned.
The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You are the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Indeed.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
Aw, Tataru. Basically telling us to get out so she can get dressed. Oh my! Y'shtola definitely got a upgrade as far as her appearance.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Indeed.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azys.
Yep.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
Yep.
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon.
Well, then we have no use for you. We need to put your ass back in the soul stream.
But I know of one who could.
You know of one who could?
A leading figure in the field of etheric research.
No shit! Matoya?
Matoya.
No shit! They're bringing back friggin' Matoya! That's cool! Now, is she gonna be a blind-ass old bat like she was in Final Fantasy 1? That's great! That's good! What? I heard somebody calling for me. My bad. Onward to Charlian. Stola wishes to tell you more about her former master, Matoya. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she is without rival. I have no doubt that with her knowledge will be to aid of our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Charlian were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the Exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. So it is to the Dravanian hinterlands we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Alice and I were born in Charlian, our days were short. We remained only until the Exodus. I have not returned since. Oh, so it's a homecoming then. A fine reason for as any to go to Charlian. And it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you have mistaken my primary objective, Estola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. Nod. Paper Baggins. Okay, I'll give you that one. That's kind of funny. Charlian is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it'll be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Wilhelmina, Istola, and myself. Tataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for Tailfeather. And there's a Stola. A A long soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. But rest assured, my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self before long. A great new nation. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Charlian. Once we descend to the mountain pass, we will arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we will be passing through Nath territory. We must need be wary of them and the dragons both. You all might need to. I can fly right over all this shit. Open right past everything. Oh. Doors open.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Charlian, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
Latoya dwells on the far side of the Thaliac River. Let us search for a crossing. Well, there I can go buy my Shire gear. To the west. 33 to the northwest, and here we go. This So this is the Dravanian hinterlands, okay? An abandoned city. Got a way in? How do we get into you, my friend? Southwest. The Architecton. Gotta be a way in. Door locked. Okay. Esper type Magitech Vanguard G3. Okay, how am I supposed to get in here? Architecton. Oh, I've got to go in there with a quest. Well, that's a wee bit depressing. It's in the Architecton. I can't get in there yet. It looks like it's time to go to Idleshire. Much as that really pisses me off. At least we have two. But why would the Charlians be living in a Dravanian territory? That makes no sense. Well, we'll get 3 on our way at least. Southwest. Well, we'll bother with that one when we can. Before I go any further, okay. Okay. Knowledge. Knowledge S. That's the knowledge SE. Knowledge SEI. Knowledge SEIK. Off the burden, I'll look at it closer. IKI. No. Knowledge something, no man. Okay, that's an... Okay, that's an S. E. I'm looking that up. Oh, knowledge seeks no man. Okay, that's what I get for... This wouldn't have fallen apart in 20 years like this. Knowledge seeks no man. It says the motto of Charlene engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls on us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlene journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arrival at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, so much that it came to be counted amongst the Eorzea city-states. Alas, those days are but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlene has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplander is mistaken. Charlene has new keepers and is on cusp of new age of glory. Goddamn gobbies. Goblins here to plunder the city? Huh. Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphinode's. We were born here. When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. Do you know how many goblins I've killed, dude? My friends, please. We did not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like the civilized folk we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. If that is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. It's getting a little weird. One moment, everyone. I hate robocalls. Okay, so now that I am in Idleshire, I should be able to buy Shire gear. Now, where do I buy Shire gear? Shire gear. Ah. I need a better... Okay. Arms, boots, and belt. Raise the striking. Now let's go see what that, what the upgrade costs. Illuminati taught us gob twine. Let's go get some of that gob twine. Let's see what it costs. Let's check the show to be the top in the queue right now. 26 minutes, so we ain't doing it. Not too shabby. We need to get rid of a bunch of my excess crap in my armory, though. Once I've got that done, I'm probably just gonna go. Oh, I need to go speak to Slowfix first. We've just seen a quantum leap in my abilities. This one I'm gonna be a good deal more lethal for now. Okay, same thing as usual. I have a reason to... Keeping up with the Alia pose. What's that about? And there is Ethernet around here, but we won't bother with it. See what Slowfix has to say. Here is Heart of Settlement, name of Idleshire. Midnight Dew. What have we got here, guests? Greetings to you. I am Alphinaud Leveilleur, and may I introduce my companions, Wilhelmina Baldwin and Ishtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend and seek to cross the river. But finding the main bridge collapsed, she went looking for a detour and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his crew. Is that right? That is the short of it, aye? This place, Idleshire, I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice to say, I'm surprised to see it so alive. Well then, with all them precious artifacts lying about, 'twas only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. But we weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Slowfix and his Gobby friends were already settled. At first, Gobbies and hunters has liked each other, but understanding came, then friendship. Now Gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build a great new nation. So that is what happened after we Charlians departed. Oh, so you're locals? No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, but no one to live in them. Felt like a waste, you know? We've been trying to put a place to rights, and things been going well for the most part, but it ain't all smooth bloody sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people have lying around are a bloody nuisance. And there's the Illuminati harrying us day and night. Slowfix has a bright idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding, yes? Best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Idleshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross river. Well, I'm not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us assist Slowfix and his people. This place is Idleshire, heart of great new nation. Free nation built by all and free for all. So Uplanders agree to help? Good. Here's what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems prowl Littleshire, get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Charlian, yes? Charlian is the best way to deal with creatures. So we are to eliminate golems? That should be a simple enough affair. The automata are employed as sentinels, and can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should not still work. Noughts and crosses. That's what the British called tic-tac-toe. Let us divide the task between the three of us. It should be quicker to be finished with it. Well, you say tic-tac-toe, I'm going to say goddamn checkers. With a shudder, the golem crumbles to pieces. It's tic-tac-toe, damn it. Shudder, the golem crumbles to pieces. And now report back to Slowfix. One moment, I gotta check on something. Oh, PvP shed. Not my problem. Golems are no more? Wonderful. Now we can resume the work to expand settlement. Goblin is about to ask a favor. Uplanders helped Gobby Flock. Earned right to be citizens of Littleshire, but Slowfix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? Short time ago, dear friend of Slowfix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins. Show no mercy even towards Gobbykin. Slowfix fears for friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Slowfix's friend. And let us check the time before we do any more further. Got enough time for one more quest. Actually, no, I absolutely do not. I'm going to go ahead and call it for now, because I've got chores I got to get done today. So I'd like to thank y'all very much for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. This as ever has been Harmony Muse. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. And I will be back later, probably around 6, 7 o'clock, with more Final Fantasy XIV.